Welcome back to Channel M Today. Now, our next guest found fame as the lead singer of the indie rock group The Ordinary Boys. He entered the celebrity Big Brother house back in 2006, where we saw him fall for and later marry fellow contestant Chantel Horton. Last year, the band announced they were splitting, or certainly taking a break, and so after conquering a few demons, it's time now to go solo. And Preston is here on the show today. Welcome to the show.
Hello.
Was that all correct? It was a mad couple of years for you.
Yeah, I think it was correct. I think the Ordinary Boys, we've decided we're not going to kind of... I think we thought we'd kind of achieved everything we could have achieved at the time, and I think almost kind of gotten away with it, I think, to an extent. But we always wanted to keep it as a kind of hiatus that we would, you know, maybe one day return if it felt right, I think. So it's on the back burner for now, but you're doing your solo stuff. Yeah, I'm doing my solo stuff, but also I'm very aware that it's kind of, you know, I've had a lot of kind of success with the Ordinary Boys. I'm kind of, you know, thinking, well, does lightning strike twice? And I'm just kind of being very wary. I'm just going to kind of, you know, dip my toe in with this single and just kind of, you know, see how it goes. But hopefully there's an album there and it's great and it's ready to go. So, you know, hopefully it'll have another happy ending. A lot of artists say that when they're in the company of a band, they feel protected and a bit safer. But when you strike out and go solo, you can get very nervous. Would you be really nervous about how your music's going to be received? Oh, I'm just terrified. It just keeps me up all night. But, you know, I've been surprised because I think at the very beginning of The Ordinary Boys, we had quite a lot of kind of critical acclaim. People were, you know, very, you know, we had a kind of certain credibility. And then that just kind of, as it does, kind of weans away a little bit. And I think, you know, we had this huge fan base that were really passionate about us. And we were just kind of like, you know, we were sort of not that interested in what the critics had to say. And now it's like people are saying nice things about my record, and it's just kind of like really amazing. I love it. It's just really, you know, it's just I can't help find it so flattering, and it's kind of there's something quite addictive about that. So I could get used to people actually liking my music. I can't help but notice you've had somewhat of an image change over the last few months. I've been away for a long time. I was a kind of a young lad when I started. You know, I started The Ordinary Boys kind of 7 years ago. I'm 27 now. And I think when you start a band, you almost make a kind of a commitment to a style of music. And, you know, a kind of a style of dressing, and you know people are going to kind of buy into that and kind of latch onto that. And then that kind of, you know, carried on for 4 or 5 years. And, you know, in my head I was kind of listening to different music and kind of, you know, had different kind of influences. So I think it's just a kind of natural progression. It's not like I'm back with a new haircut. It looks a little bit like, I feel a bit like I look like I'm in Bros. A little bit Morrissey, which is great for Manchester. Yeah, I'll take Morrissey over Bros, I think, any day. You said it. Yeah. All right, well, talking about your new single, it's called Dressed to Kill, and it's out 27th of August, and we've got a clip of the brand new video, which is fabulous. Thank you very much. Let's have a quick look. And I'm waiting for the next one to September the 6th. You didn't correct me. I should know that. Great look. A little bit maybe Lost Boys, Twilight. Yeah, well, that was the idea. I think it was... I got a horrible shock when I was looking in the monitor, and then I saw me all kind of beautifully made up with, you know, like lovely makeup on, and then it flashed to a shot of me just looking all haggard and hungover. So, that, you know, harsh reality check there. Yeah, I think I wanted to... It was meant to be like a really kind of a sexy Lost Boys style video, but... You know, I wanted these little subtle fangs to be... You know, I had a vision in my head of this kind of, you know, subtle kind of sexy vampire, but... You know, do you remember in the back of the Beano, you used to get this thing, Smithies, and it was like they would sell comedy, like, you know, fake chewing gum and stuff like that. They gave me the Smithies fangs. They're like 75p, and they're just absolutely disfiguring, absolutely mutated my face, and I look like a kind of walrus. So I was really unhappy when I kind of saw the video. I was back. I was like, oh, look, hideous.
Well, we're going to see the full video, the full
All right,
length
you
of
can
the
see me
video.
in all my hideous glory.
Absolutely, all airbrushed to perfection a little bit later on. What about a tour? What about an album finally? Can you see something happening in the next few months?
Yeah, I'm going to see what happens. I'm ready to do it. If it feels right, I'll do it. So no, I'm not making any commitments, but if it all goes well, I'll definitely do it.
And finally, you're staying in Manchester tonight, but you're in Preston tomorrow, Preston.
Yeah.
Sorry, I couldn't resist. Thank you so much for coming in, and good luck with the single. We'll catch the video a little bit later on.